welcome back to another episode of Active Every Day. Today we're going to be going through an upper body and lower body combo workout where we just pair exercises between upper body and lower body. We'll go through a couple different exercises that we have used in many of our upper body and lower body workouts, and it'll feel like a circuit. It'll feel like we're getting our heart rate up. It should feel like a bit of an increased challenge. Also, if you have things like weights, you've incorporated those into previous workouts, go ahead and grab those. We're going to use those in today's workout. Just like normal, let's start with our head, neck, trunk, spine, work our way down. We'll warm up a little the upper, a little lower, make sure we warm up our core, and then we'll get you through this workout. Okay, 5 to 10 as always. Big neck circles, and then into our trunk. Just loosen up that spine. It's always a good time. Okay, moving into the trunk. You want these movements to just be fluid at a nice, smooth, and slow to medium pace. I typically start a little slower, then speed up a little bit, but by no means is it fast. We're trying to feel our body, see if things are tight, see if things need to be stretched. Okay, 5 to 10 each way in the trunk. Down to the pelvis, we have two movements that we primarily work on. It's a front and back tilt. I'll put the hands on the hips. It makes it a little easier sometimes to guide the hips with a front and back tilt. Easier for you all to see maybe too. Okay, and then also a rotation. So I always put my hands back up here on my chest. Here's the string on my shorts. Easier to see the rotation. I'm just twisting the pelvis side and side, just exploring what type of rotation I have there. We want these areas to be mobile for sure, but we want them to just also move easy. So whether they're only able to move a little bit or they can move big, we want whatever movement we have for it to be easy. And that is why we start with these every time we work out together, because we want all that spine, all the muscles that connect in and out to move really well. So that way if we already have some little neck pain or shoulder pain or hip pain or knee pain or something, we can make sure it's not stemming from chronically tight stuff here. Let's keep moving. I'm just rattling on. Hips. Let's do the out and in, hip. Okay, step out and step in. We're doing 5. Keep your body pretty darn straight. It's just that hip that goes out and in. And 5 on the other. Just want to feel these muscles here, especially the ones here in the front and the side. Start to work for you, turn on a little bit. Maybe they start to feel a little tired, that's okay. If they don't feel much, go to 10. Add a few more for you, that's no problem. Let's do some side and some back. Side leg raises. It's all just a practice. We're trying to get better at new things. You know, if we try new things and make things currently harder, older stuff starts to get easier. We want to feel that kind of progression. So with these leg raises, if you need to for a little balance check, it touches every time. But if your balance is getting better, you're working on balance, you're focusing on balance, keep it off. It never touches. Okay, and then let's just do like a back leg raise. So just really fortifying our hips, not just with some control, but also real specific movements that hopefully feel real specific areas. And whatever direction we're moving, that's the area we should feel. Feel the back. When we were doing the side, feel the sides. Right? Okay. 10 on this side. Again, you can touch the foot down if you'd like, or just keep it up the whole time. It's really just whatever your balance is helping you do, because the goal is to feel here. Feel this glute extending the hip. So if I'm losing balance a lot, that's not going to be successful. The drill is wasted. It's not a balance drill. It's a hip extension drill, right? So if you're losing balance, put your foot down. No shame. It's all good. Moving on. Shoulders and wrists. Here first. I know it's basic. There's value though. Just take it for a spin. 5 to 10 each way. I like to tighten my hands up a lot when I do this. Tighten my grip. It stretches me in the wrists differently than when my hands are loose. Okay. And then for the shoulders, we'll do both at the same time. Keep those hands strong. Really reaching, exploring how high up and how far back the arms go while the elbows are straight. And they circle and the arms turn and twist as they come down. You go in reverse, back. Reach the shoulder blades back and circle around. So let's get 5. Gotta take the time. Go through these real thoughtful movements. Just keep your body limber and loose. It cuts down on the amount of time you gotta spend stretching. If you just always are kind of paying attention to your warm up. Yeah, the warm up will take you sometimes 10 minutes. It's not that long. Okay. Yep, how are we feeling? It's an upper body and a lower body. Let's go over some of the lower body strength patterns first. Squat variation. As always, you'll have choice on variation, but we have either squat to a bench, squat to open space, whatever you'd like. We're also going to be doing lunges. Feel free to do 1 or 2 here as like a little warm up. Lunges will be reverse lunges. Just taking a step back, making sure we get that knee all the way to the floor and stepping forward. And we'll be doing reps for both sides of the body, being near something like a bench, a wall, or a chair, so you can have a little stability, balance, and pulling on can help quite a bit if you find those to be challenging or it's hard for you to get to the floor. Push-ups, incliner on the floor as always. I'll do some on the bench. Incline push-up or push-ups on the floor, whatever variation of push-up you're able to do. Because I'm in front of the bar today. This is a little taller than like my countertop at home, but I could be using this as well as a higher incline than the bench. That's not usually in the video background. So, you know, we just use the things around us that give us options to make things harder or easier. So, in addition to that, we'll be doing some plank positions, which you can also do inclined. I'll be doing much of that on the floor. And if the plank or a position you can't do, you just move on. You just try all the things you're able to do here, and you skip the things you can't. That's it. We'll try 2 rounds. We'll see how it goes. Let's get into it. Squats are going to be first. Lunges are second. Push-ups, planks, everything goes for 10 reps or 10 seconds. Let's start it off. Squat, we'll do 10 reps. You go at your pace. I'm always going to remind you, try to keep your feet flat. Sit as low as you can. Those are like number 1 and number 2. Keep those feet flat. Where you put your feet, adjust, make adjustments. It's where it feels the best for you. Just keep those feet flat for now. Okay, we're gonna get 10. Lunges, 5 per leg, 10 total. We do the same leg 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're switching sides. That might have been a little quick for you, might have been good for you. Make sure you get all the way to the floor. Don't skip that part. It's harder down there. If you gotta be pushing on something or leaning on something or holding on to something, do it. So your joints and your muscles can express this big range of motion and all this bending. We need this. There we go. 5 and 5. We get into our push-up. It's gotta be 10 reps. Figure out a position that's the best for you. Let's do our version of 10. Whatever you do, I'll do what I do. We'll meet when we're done our push-ups. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there is my 10. Okay. Once we get through our push-ups, we're gonna be doing some planks. We're gonna be doing some side planks today. We have a couple options. We're gonna be doing them on our elbows primarily. Again, if something doesn't work for you on your elbow, go to your hand. Leg position, straight legs harder, bent knees easier. Pick what you can. We gotta go 10 seconds. I'll do the easy one first. 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. All right, counting that first one all the way out. We're not counting the rest of them. Let's go. Lift on up. We go for 10 seconds. We're down to 5 seconds. And time. All we're doing is picking the body up, supporting like a bridge, holding our underside tight. Side plank. Let's start it again. Talked about doing 2 rounds together. Introduce this for you. Get you on your way. Get you doing some on your own. Second round, it's all 10s again, right? Squats. 1, 2. You do your best, your kind. 3. To a bench, freestanding. There's 5. Holding weights if you want to. 6. Here's 7. Here's 8. Here's 9. And here is 10. Excellent. The lunges, just like before. 5 and 5. Step on back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way. 1. Stick with me now. 2, 3, 4. All the way. Knee to the floor for 5. Fantastic. I mentioned weights at the start and then I forgot to grab them. Look. If you have weights, just either hold them how you know how, or if you're getting used to understanding how to hold weights, a really great space is just right in front. So when you're squatting, just holding it in front. And the same goes for lunging. You can hold it right in the front. Really nice place. Arms are getting some good work. A second option that works really nice for lunges is just on one side. And it's subtly different side to side, but you can practice either side. And if you don't have weights, you know, you could be using so many things. So many things around the house you can grab onto and hold. A bag with some books in it. For an example, push-ups, planks. Let's get it done. You gotta do your version of 10. Whatever you got. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Go for it. Whether they're inclined, on a countertop, or just holding a plank, whatever you can do. Let's get them. Fantastic. Takes care of the push-ups. The last thing is our plank. We talked about 2 positions, hand or elbow. We talked about leg positions, knees bent or knees straight. I'm gonna go knees straight this time. Just gonna put my feet right on top of each other. They could be separated either way. Doesn't matter too much for this workout. Just find yourself in a position that you can maintain a straight line in. It's our 10-second hold. We're down to 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch. Same thing, let's get that nice straight line. 10 seconds. Down to 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's bring it on up. So that's 2 rounds, and 3 is very reasonable. 4 is good, 5 is pushing. Something like this though, we could really think that we could build this up for, and I think I mentioned this in a previous video not long ago, yet the last one maybe it was, time. Setting a timer and saying to myself, okay, instead of how many sets can I do, putting the timer on 20 minutes, just going through, doing the movements, doing the reps, getting my presses, and just keeping it going, keeping it flowing. Anyhow, y'all, it's just motivation. It's different ways to think, but how can I do this on my own a little bit more as well? Take on the challenge. You're doing the workouts. You're showing up, staying active every day. We'll see you next time.